welcome to Friday. We are experimenting with a different, darker color palette. I hope you like it. Today, we're going to be talking about another one of Prince Harry's major charitable endeavors, the Invictus Games / Foundation. The Invictus Games started with Prince Harry being inspired by the Warrior Games in 2013. As a veteran himself, he saw how sport and competition can help vets suffering from injuries and illness. From there, the Invictus Games were born and so far have been held in 4 different countries. Invictus has been wildly successful. Before Harry and Meghan left, probably the most successful project to be born out of the Royal Foundation. The inaugural games took place in 2014 in London and have since taken place in Orlando, Toronto, and Sydney. Notably, those last 2 are Commonwealth countries. Due to COVID, the games in the Netherlands have been postponed to 2022, with another round being scheduled in Germany for 2023. The games usually include 400 to 500 competitors from multiple countries, with tens of thousands of spectators. Along with Centibale, Invictus is Harry's baby. Also like Centibale, Invictus is not a small organization. The games attract high-profile guests and performing artists, with the current President of the United States attending the games in the past. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could anyone consider Invictus a bad thing? And to be blunt, a lot of this is going to rehash my Centibale video, but here we go. The royal family's heir versus spare narrative depends on Harry being stuck in his quote-unquote party prince phase. It again does not help that William has nothing like this to his name, when his younger brother has 2 large charitable organizations with results that he's helped found. We are also going to have to discuss the Royal Foundation, which is a lot. I have to give a disclaimer here. Royal finances are purposefully obtuse and difficult to understand. I'm going to do my best, because I think the money situation was a factor in Harry and Meghan leaving, and there has been news lately about the Cambridges, quote, giving money to Harry. But be kind, this stuff isn't easy to suss out. The Royal Foundation of Prince William and Prince Harry was started in 2009. This Royal Foundation basically acted as a home for the brothers to channel money and organization into causes they support. Their respective spouses were added after marriage, with Harry and Meghan then leaving in 2019. Now, I actually might have found something that I agree with the deranged about, and that is it made 0 sense for Harry and Meghan to continue under the same office and foundation as William and Kate. If they weren't going to be given their own offices and foundation, Harry and Meghan should have been put under the BP umbrella immediately after their wedding. In my opinion, there are 2 reasons they weren't. First is that the royal family is cheap. Setting up offices and a foundation for the Sussexes would have added expenses. Second is the Sussexes were popular. Harry's causes and ability to raise money worked in the more work-shy Cambridges' favor. If you have a sec and you want to laugh, I highly recommend going to the foundation's website and clicking on History. It's just a bunch of announcements of the start of project after project with absolutely nothing to show for them. If the Cams weren't royal, no one would give them money. I will also note that it was at a foundation event in 2018 that there were some of the first signs in public that the relationship between the 4 of them wasn't great. So, a couple of days ago, we are greeted with these headlines. William and Kate donated to Invictus. Wow. Except they didn't. Of course they didn't. Funds from Endeavour, a project Harry started while still a working royal, were given to Invictus. Last year. It was reported on the Invictus website itself. Now, a year plus later, this has turned into Will and Kate donating money. Money that wasn't theirs. See, Harry and Meghan delineate between personal funds and funds from Archewell. Will and Kate don't. This fits a pattern where Will and Kate are rewarded by the media for donating their supposed own money, when it's never theirs. It's the foundation's. I can't imagine being Meghan Markle and walking into a family who is now openly hostile towards you, and realizing the work you do for charitable causes can be stolen both in the press and in literal cash terms by William and Kate, the laziest futures to ever grace us with their presence. It's weaponized charity. That must have sucked. That, my friends, is how you make games for wounded veterans and a charity for helping children with HIV or AIDS into bad things. Anything that goes against the heir is a bad thing to the royal family and those who cover them. It's a very broken system.